I'm with Margate manager Ben Greenhalgh after his side's 0-0 draw at Faversham Town. Ben, with the injury list as it is, coming here and getting a point, you must be absolutely over the moon this tonight.
I would have accepted that at the start of the game. Would have accepted that with obviously what we had. Look, we said we've got about 8 injuries, which are very close to coming back. We had to pull in Ronnie Vint, who we all know is wants to play for us, but obviously he's got a different schedule where we can't see him every week, and he's come in and done another brilliant job for us. So we were up against it, and I think it was probably even like Blues had a tough couple of games where he's suddenly been thrown in the deep end and he's done brilliantly. So when you look at it, it was sort of only us 12 out there, obviously the 11 regulars, and then we brought in a couple of young lads to help out as well. I know the Margate boys had the Youth Cup game, so obviously we couldn't use them, we let them have that game. But look, we would have taken that at the start of the day, but I think for everyone that saw that performance, it was only ever ours to win. And from minute one, we just showed so much energy, so much fitness, so much organisation, and it was an absolutely brilliant performance. It's one of them, we're so frustrated that we haven't won, but at the same time so positive of how well we performed.
I know some people will look at it with 15 minutes to go and Faversham down to 10 men, that maybe we should have took advantage of that, but actually played really well against 11, and it was much harder against 10 because they put all 10 behind the ball, didn't they? Just what's your reaction to that, and you know, how difficult was it when they went down to 10?
Yeah, naturally, I felt like, especially as just the game grew, it was only ever ours to win. We had chances just before half time, and then we had a lot of chances in the second half. Some great crosses, even if it was corners or anything, it was always looking like it was us going to be the ones to score. And then look what happens when you play against 10 and they drop off. But it was still only ours to go on. Like, we had so much time on the ball, we were patient. I think we did the right things. We still created 4 or 5 chances in that final 15 minutes, and it's just a little bit of bad luck that nothing went in the back of the net. And look, like I said, we created such good chances. We played some of the best football we've played all season. So there's only positive things to take. But look, it's one of them. Like I said, we're frustrated that we've got a point away to Faversham, who are a team that used to winning games of football, a really well organised team, a team that we've watched for the last year and a half, and we especially with the way that they play, the way they attack, I think they're one of the best teams in the division, and for us to take it to them was absolutely brilliant.
And you mentioned there the attacking side of tonight was really good, but defensively, we're playing against a team that has scored 9 goals here in 2 league games. To keep them to 0 tonight, that must be just as pleasing.
Yeah, like I said, everything was just so well organised. We were working hard for each other, and we said we wanted to sort of replicate the energy and the enthusiasm that we had on Tuesday night against Ramsgate. I look back at the Saturday game and I sort of questioned, did we have that same energy? And we did. I look back at the game, the stats were brilliant. We just didn't keep the ball well enough. We didn't show enough quality, but we got the 3 points at home. And tonight was the complete package, if we're being honest, just without scoring goals. So that's the final step. And look, we don't want to dig into that too much. It's everything is massively progressive. And yes, we want to be a team that wins every game of football. I think I said in the week that we believe we can win every single game we play. And we've got that confidence. Are we going to do that? Probably not. It's a tough division. It's a competitive division, and sort of we're always fighting amongst it. And we just need to keep sticking together. And I think all the fans, look, they were brilliant tonight, and so positive with how we performed. Everybody's seeing the direction we're going. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. It's one of them. Look, we want to have more points at this stage, but as long as we're progressing, we'll get there at the end of it.
And just finally, Ben, 2 wins and a draw at Faversham in 7 days. It feels like a slightly different place now.
Yeah, it's one of them. We went for a tough phase. I think every season you go for a tough phase. There's probably the likeliness we'll go through another tough phase. That's the way football is. But I spoke when I said on the interview on Saturday, if we can get through this phase with such little amount of players and so many injuries, we will come back so much stronger. And all the boys on the sideline that are injured that we're looking to get back are so positive with how we performed, and just a great buzz about the place. And I think between us all, there's just a really good energy, and we need to just continue that, and we need to maintain those levels and keep striving for more. But look, it feels brilliant. We want more points, like we said, but the performance tonight was one of the best we've had.
That's brilliant. Thanks for your time. Well done this evening.
Cheers, Ryan. Thank you.